All right, so everybody knows what a stock is. You buy a portion of a company, you have shares of this company. If you buy the share price and it goes up, you're making money. If it goes down, you're losing money on your position. But as an option holder or an option contract, if you buy an option contract, you don't actually own the stock. You're not a shareholder. You have the right to buy the stock at a certain price at a specified date, which is the expiration date in these call options or put options. But that leads me to my next point, that there are two options that you can buy here. You can either buy a call option thinking that the stock price is going to go up, or you can buy a put option thinking the stock price is going to go down, which is the best part because a lot of people, when the market is falling, everyone's freaking out because they're losing money when they're in stocks. But if you have a put option, you actually profit, and you profit a lot when the stock price is falling. So if you're an options trader, you actually like market sell-offs like that and market corrections. So this is the life hack that a lot of people don't understand or a lot of people don't know about, that you can actually make money in a falling market. So as I said, if you buy a call option, you want the stock price to go up. And if you buy a put option, you want the stock price to go down. Now, there is a calculation of why they make so much money. So these option contracts move based off of the underlying asset, which is the share price, times volatility. So the movement of stocks. So if it's moving down fast and you have a put option, you're going to make a lot of money. And if it moves up fast and you have a call option, you're going to make a lot of money. And then it's also multiplied by time decay. So these contracts, like I said, they expire at a certain date. So you can buy a contract that expires next week, this week, next month, next year. And when they expire, they're obviously going to move a lot more based off of how much time they have to expire. If you think of it like an ice cube, when you first buy it, it's going to be really strong and intact when you first pull it out. But once it starts getting closer to its expiration, it's going to start melting and get weaker. So they're more expensive the farther out you buy because you have a lot more time for the stock price to get to the price that you're betting on. And then the shorter ones are going to be they're going to be a lot less expensive. They're actually going to be fairly cheap if you buy some for this week because it's expiring so close. Basically, so if you think a stock price is going to pop this week and you buy something that expires this week, you're going to make a ton of money on it. Like if you buy $100 call option, expecting the stock price to move $5, but it actually moves $10, that $100 is probably going to be around $500 to $1,000 just this week. So you can make a huge return in call options based off of that calculation that I said alone. And another thing that I wanted to say about call options before I break it down on the next video showing you how this all actually works is that when you buy a call option, you're just paying a premium. So you can never lose more than you pay. They're risky in the sense that they move around a lot, but you can assume risk. You can assess a strategy where you're not going to lose any money if you don't allow yourself. So I always have a minus 15% stop loss, and I always let my winners ride out. And then sometimes I'm making 500 to 1,000% on my position. So if you pay $100 on an option contract, you're never going to lose more than $100. But you can make an infinite amount. You can put $100 in. I've seen people put $200 in a contract and make $10,000 off $200. So these things move crazy. They sound unrealistic. They sound insane, but I promise in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how they work. I just want to introduce the definition and kind of the basics of them. It's a lot to unpack, but I promise in the next video, it's a lot easier than it sounds. So stay tuned.